Welcome back to Paint Raider, the channel that is devoted to providing feedback on miniature painting, where the internet has failed to provide meaningful feedback to people asking for it. So let's take a look at this. Ultramarine here by way of Facebook, and the message says that rate my paint. My first Space Marine from Kill Team set, Angels of Death to be precise, absolute joy to paint. Main color of the armor was achieved with an airbrush over zenithal highlights of lighter and darker blue tones. What can I improve? My leather definitely needs work, and I think it might be time to learn how to glaze. P.S. I still need to complete the base. Okay, so obviously, we're going to not talk about the base. It's not done. Totally fine. Okay. He says that this is his first Space Marine from Kill Team set. So I don't really know what the experience level of this person is. I'm going to still think, I mean, using an airbrush is one thing. So I don't really know what to make of the experience level here. But, you know, just from a tabletop perspective, this is going to look fine. You know, from a tabletop, it's fine. I mean, I think it's maybe, what, like a 3? The colors are there, you know, the separation is there between the different main elements, and, you know, it looks good. It'll be fine. Totally fine to use. Couple of things. One, I think it might be time to learn how to glaze. I don't think glazing is really going to be the thing to concentrate on. Sure, you want to learn how to glaze? Totally cool. Go for it. I mean, I'm not going to discourage that. But for this particular model, from what I'm seeing here, glazing is not going to be the most value-added step, let's say, right? So, and the leather, you know what? Honestly, the leather here, I'm not really. I don't see the big problem with it. I mean, it's not like it's like, wow, like what? Look at this leather, but it's also like it's fine, you know. Okay, so let's get into the feedback here, because he asked what to improve. Okay, first off the bat, a little bit more model prep is what's needed. You know, I'm not a big gun barrel driller, but I'm also probably wanting to get rid of this flash here. Like, that's not part of the gun. This little nub. And also, you know, these mold lines here. Very easy to just clean up. I think it did some cleanup. I mean, this looks like it's actually from a hobby knife that got this, but then didn't get any of this or all of this here. So probably be a little bit more cleanup, and you can see the line here on the helmet, right? So that's definitely important. I'm not sure what's going on here. Is that dog hair, maybe? Cat hair? I'm not sure what it is that's there, but there's something that's got stuck to the model, right? Alright, so model cleanup. Let's get that done. That's not the worst thing for a tabletop, but it's an area that's easy to do and just does make a difference to the final product. The next biggest thing, there's something going on here with the handling on the model, right? Like, it's really, like, I know that they said that they zenithal it and use an airbrush. That's cool. But something is happening all over this model where you can tell that the model's been handled and it's been affecting the paint. Like, the most obvious is here where the knee pad. This part here, that must be that darker blue that he's talking about. And then the lighter blue, but then that lighter blue layer got damaged in some way. And you can see it here, even on the knee pad here. It's getting rubbed, even down here on this leg. You can see the blue coming through on the bolts here, the edge here, the edge here. All right, like this is all from wear, right? So the handling of the model needs to be try to minimize it, let's say. And if you do get damage like this, to try to address it, like just don't just leave it, really, right? So it doesn't. It starts popping up stuff, and you can even see it here. Like, this is really a huge amount of wear from handling. Like, that's someone's thumb. Like, his thumb must be rubbing it. the way that he's handling it, because you could see here how the blue's coming through. Is that, or actually, you know what? Is that blue from the sprue? Okay, anyways, it doesn't matter, right? Like, this is clearly not meant to be part of the paint job, and there's definitely something that's happening when it comes to rubbing. Yeah, like, this is pretty egregious here, right? But, okay, anyway, so the handling is a huge issue on this model. You know what? It sort of ruins what would be an otherwise fine paint job. Okay, you know, it is fine. For basic, very basic tabletop. And then the next big thing is really the choice of highlight color. This is a very, let's say, unnatural highlight. You know, in a way, this makes it look like, and I first thought this when I saw this model, was that actually that there was wear happening with the paint here, and it was gray plastic underneath. Right, this gray highlight. You know, the placement's not terrible. Like, it's not bad. You know, but this gray highlight is really not consistent with what blue armor would be. You know, on a blue light, like overhead light, or a white light, overhead light, it won't read gray, right? So, you know, you could. You can mix in gray with your blue if you'd like to do that, and that'd probably get you a much more natural looking highlight. So you use your base color, and then you mix in some of this gray that you are already using, that you like, and then that will, and you just put it, place it the way that you have it. It's not bad, you know. It's not the best, but it's not bad, right? And you know, that would make a big difference if these grays were actually more lighter blue. I mean, you can even, you know, what's crazy is that in the photo, you can see what this should really be. Now, the gray sort of does make some sense, but it's actually not like a pure gray either. You know, it's this bluish gray, right? Like this here, like, you know, like that is not a gray like this, right? So you can see how stark of a difference it is between this gray line, that's a highlight, and the actual light that this person's using to take the photo. That blue armor is not coming across like this gray, right? It's coming across as lighter blue, right? So take a little bit of the cue from the photograph even on your real model. That can also help you just as a general tip. Like if you just did your base color and then you took a photo of it and then you were to note, okay, well, what does the highlight actually look like in terms of the color? And you stole that, and then you just applied that to where highlights are hitting the model, the way that you lit it. Like imagine if you did that and you just went volumetric highlight here, bam here, up here, shadow down here. There's a lot of information that you could read from just a photograph that could help you. So those are just some of my main thoughts. I mean, there's definitely going to be some cleanup thoughts here, like the eyes around here. I don't know what's going on in this hand here, right? Underneath, you could do some black lining, a lot of different stuff. But I would say that those three things are probably the biggest, most important things that I would try to handle before. I don't even think you need to airbrush, right? Like, don't even worry about airbrushing. You got to get those things under control before you even worry about airbrushing zenithal anything. I mean, I don't want to really make a big deal about the fact that he zenithal it, because it doesn't really look very zenithal, but it doesn't matter, right? It's irrelevant, okay? The handling, the mold lines, right? Those are going to be irrelevant of the priming method and the way that you're doing this, right? So, but you know what? I also don't really know the experience level of this person, how long they've been doing it. We're all on our own journey here, so I'm just providing my thoughts on what he can improve, which is the question he asked. And hopefully he hears this and uses that to make his models improve incrementally. And let me know what you think. Until next time, have a great night.